Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at an AliExpress special called Aimimo Design. Aimimo Design is yet another mushroom brand from China, making homages or copies of popular designs, just like Cadison, Pagani Design, and many others. This model is clearly inspired by the Patek Phillipe Nautilus. And although at first glance it looks exactly like it, once you get closer you realize it is not a direct copy. The biggest difference is the case. And here, I'm not only talking about the thickness, which is 11 millimeters, unlike the almost ultra-thin Nautilus, but also the case shape. While Nautilus has a nice curved angle at the lugs, making it hug the wrist nicely, this one is pretty much straight. Luckily, since the lug-to-lug is pretty short, even with this straight design, it still wears okay on my 6.7-inch wrist. Another difference is the execution of the case. While the real Nautilus has the bezel held in place via the screws on the side of the case, mimicking a ship's window, this one doesn't have it at all. It has the shape, but no screws or hinges whatsoever, probably due to simpler production compared to its very expensive inspiration. The finishing on the case is very good, to be honest, and it kinda surprised me. The polishing is very good and clearly separated from the brushed parts. The H-link bracelet is also very good with brushed finish on the links and polished center links. It is very comfortable due to the very large taper at the clasp. It is also well made with solid links and a machine butterfly clasp, which, although well executed, did open up on me a couple of times when I bend the wrist at extreme angles, as the push buttons stick out a lot, making them easy to push accidentally. The rest of the watch they got pretty well, or should I say pretty similar to the original, with only the date window being slightly smaller and hands slightly shorter. The crystal is sapphire on both the front and the back, which also reveals a Japanese-made Miyota 8215 powering the watch. I'm honestly glad they went with this instead of something Chinese, even if this is a bit pedestrian compared to high-beat Chinese movements, simply because I know this will be reliable, while with Chinese movements, you have a bit of a hit or miss. The crown is a screw-in type, offering 100 meters of water resistance, and the crown feel is one of the best I have tried on any watch. That's the second detail that caught me by surprise. Then we move on to the dial. Beautiful in both execution and color, it is a thing to behold when viewed from afar. The problems start once you get up close. While the dial itself is well made, the printed minute dots and especially the markers reveal the price point of this watch. This is where you come back to reality and realize why this is an under $80 watch. The finish is okay, but the level of dirt and foreign materials on the markers as well as the alignment of the markers at 12 o'clock are so bad it makes you feel like two different companies made this. One that did an excellent job on the case and bracelet, and another that did a sloppy job on the dial. Still, even with these drawbacks, it is a great little watch for the money, if you can live with the fact they pretty much stole the design of one of the most prestigious brands out there. I personally have no problem with that, as I know this is the only way us mere mortals will ever come close to having a look and feel of Patek's Nautilus on our wrist. And given the demand for the real thing, none of these will ever harm Patek's sales, if we're being completely honest. That is why I feel this is more of a fun, cheap way of wearing a design you like, rather than pretending to own the real thing. If anything, it made me crave the real thing even more, even though I know I will never be able to afford one. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.